Hi everybody, welcome back to our videos.
Hiya. Sorry, my hand was creeping up to wave, but you weren't done. But hi.
Today we are doing our Disneyland Paris tips and tricks video. Woo. We really want to go back. Planning Disney World has just made me want to go back to Paris because I miss it so much. We had such a good time. If anyone didn't know, we went in March last year, so almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Madness. It was Tom's first time, my second time.
Yep.
And it was really rainy. We went in like the last part of the winter going into spring months, so it was both cold and rainy.
Yep.
So most of our tips will be to do with that really.
Yeah.
But some of them would mostly work all year round, I would say.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got 15, so we're going to get started.
Yep. Number 1 is take 2 water bottles. One for water and one for juice. We found when we were walking around.
When we got dehydrated.
Yeah, if we had plenty of water that was fine, but if we wanted something just to...
That wasn't water.
That wasn't water and it's a little more better, would have juice and it would just be a little more nicer.
We don't have to buy something either because they're really expensive.
Yeah, you don't want to buy
but
juice
also
and water there.
Once you've drank your juice as well, then you've got 2 water bottles for water, and there's water fountains around the park, so you can still refill them and like you can swish it out and things and everything. So
yeah. But
having something that's not just water, if you like having different flavoured things, is always better than not.
Yeah.
So, number 2 is to do with when you're actually buying your
tickets
when you're buying your package, is what I was going to say. Because we stayed in Disney Hotel, we stayed in Newport Bay, which strangely was the cheapest one.
Was it the cheapest?
Yeah, that's why we went there. It was that, or we paid an extra £200 to go in Cheyenne, which was really strange.
Yeah.
When Newport Bay was 4-star and Cheyenne is 3-star. But oh well, we went there. But yeah, that was what I mean. The next tip is don't go with the first deal you find. So we had to look on different places and we ended up actually booking through Disneyland itself.
Yeah, but you definitely want to have a look. Yeah,
because magic breaks and things like that, they're all different, but Disneyland was the cheapest for a higher hotel. We could have gone with Cheyenne on magic breaks, but that would have been like only £100 less. Like it's cheaper, but £100 was for the both of us, and it was free dining plan as well. Like it just made sense to go with the higher restaurant, higher hotel.
Yeah.
But we also didn't book. We went through the Eurostar. We didn't book that on with the package through Disneyland. We booked it separately through actually Eurostar, and it was £150, which was something like £200 cheaper than I think Disney take like a cut for being the middleman and doing the work for you. So we actually booked our package, so our hotel and our tickets and our food, and we booked our Eurostar separate, and it worked out cheaper.
Number 3 is stand on. It's gonna sound bad because you're not supposed to, but stand on walls and stuff for like fireworks show.
It's not that you're not meant to. So our favourite place that we found when we were watching the illuminations was you go up Main Street and then on your left there's like a flower beddy bit. Well, it's not flower bed, it's just grass with a tree on it.
Yeah, it's like little wall to separate the walking path from like an outside of like some shop. I can't remember what it was.
Casey's Corner or something.
Yeah.
A hot dog place on the corner. But it's got a tree and some grass, and there's little like edge. People sit on it for the fireworks, but then everyone stands on it when it comes down because no one's behind you because there's a tree and a shop.
Yeah.
So then
no one's behind you at that point.
You can see above everybody who's on the ground, so they can see on the ground, and you can stand up and see further back, but higher up because then not feel bad because no one's behind you.
And because it's right in front of a shop, it's like you're not blocking people who are down the road either. So.
Because obviously people won't stand behind there because you can't see because there's all the trees and everything. So. Because
initially we were just sat on it like, oh, this is fine, and then.
Everyone started standing up
everyone
on the wall.
On their kids, when the kids went on the shoulders, parents stood up, and because it was raining, everyone's umbrellas popped up too. So we were like, oh, we're gonna just have to stand then.
But
so then
everyone
we stood.
next to us was stood up on the wall as well. So
yeah, so everyone obviously had the same idea where we were.
It was a good idea.
So yeah, because that's tips in other videos is like stand on like benches and stuff. It's like.
But like the gap that we found was the tiniest gap that only one of us could sit down. So I sat on Tom's knee, like, and this lady squidged up for us. But then once we stood up, obviously Tom stood like behind me, our feet's in between our feet, so it worked all right, and we kept each other warm as well. Number 4 is always listen to cast members and be nice to them. This should be a given, really. You should do it anyway.
Of course, yeah. But
we twice have had good things from cast members, because we went on Peter Pan's flight one morning when we were going for Extra Magic Hour, so there wasn't many people there anyway. But there was like 6 or 7 groups in front of us, and we were like on that stretch to get down to the front. But the lady was going, it's only twos, because everybody in front of us was a 3 or a 4 and didn't want to separate.
Yeah.
So we got to skip all the way past all these people, because it's only 4 people in the carriage on Peter Pan's flight.
Yep.
So you have to listen out, because otherwise we could have missed it and someone behind us could have gone past us.
Yeah.
So we got to go on a lot quicker than what we thought we were going to, because it would have been another 6 or 7 carriages could go by before we could have gone on it.
I mean, it's quite a fast rotating ride, I think, the way it works, but still, just to go like, straight to the front.
If it was like the next person behind us was like 5 people behind us as well, they would have got a real good deal to go all the way forward.
So listen out for anything like that.
Another thing was we went down to Space Mountain, and we were nice to a cast member, just saying hello, good morning and all this to her. We were going to get fast passes, and she, because we were talking to her, she whipped out some fast passes that had like come out of the machines, and she gave us them to us. So that meant, because of how fast passes work at Disneyland Paris, we could go get another set somewhere else.
So
and then we've got
good.
2 sets of fast passes at the same time. So
not the same, same time, but not for the same time as the ride.
Yes, I didn't see that.
Okay. Number 5 is plan out your fast passes. So this is a hard one to judge, because it depends.
You don't plan in advance, so you don't book them like you would in Florida. It's you go up to a machine, isn't it?
You go to a machine, you scan your ticket, and it gives you a time slot to come back.
But you can only have 1 at a time.
But you can,
So it's basically essentially like you can book your 3 fast passes in Florida, and then once you've used all 3, you can go get another one. It's essentially that, but just 1 at a time. So you
can't do it in advance. It's on the day.
You go into the park. We always say, go get the fast pass you want first, and then go to the ride that you want to go to, because fast passes go so quickly because there's only a certain amount. Like,
they run out, don't they?
Yeah, they run out, because obviously it goes through the time slots, and then you could get there at like 12 and the fast pass could be for like 5:30. So you just have to plan it out, each morning what you are going to go for first.
Also by plan out you mean like, say it's super busy, you don't want like what you like. We were talking before about an example would be like Buzz Lightyear ride, the shooting one. Like sometimes the fast pass doesn't really get you any further, depending on what time you get it. So
Buzz Lightyear, you can start, and if it's really busy, they'll do this queue, and then you'll
really
go in like this. And then the fast pass is just this. But if it's not very busy, you could just be in this bit, and then the fast pass is just that bit. And then you've still got to go all the way through the inside of the ride. It doesn't get you straight to the front. Like a fast pass should. So only use those like that on busy days, we'd say. Like if you can see that it's busy outside. Okay, number 6 is take spare cash with you. So take spare euros. Because even though we had our dining plan, we had half board, which meant we got breakfast and then either lunch or dinner. Our breakfast was because it was standard, it was in the park, not in our hotel. But we tried to go for the one in the park once, and we weren't really too fond of it. You basically got like a toasty, a tea and a croissant or something like that, and they weren't amazing. And we wanted to not have to rush. We wanted to go down at 7 o'clock in like not raincoats and all of this, and have all of our stuff with us, and just go have breakfast, then go back up to our room and get ready.
Basically you can't utilise Extra Magic Hours because you have to wait for it to open to eat.
But so take spare cash, because we found out that we could pay like the difference. And we ended up having breakfast in our hotel for the last 2 days. Which was something like 20 euros or something for the 2 of us, which was fine. We weren't bothered paying £10 each to have full buffet in the hotel, 4-star, everything. Like, So just take spare cash with you, because anything like that could crop up that you don't know is going to be an extra expense.
Yeah. So 7 is use extra magic hours, which just...
It's kind of what we just said.
Just about to say, just said a little bit about, which make sure you get up and use that and get there early. Because I don't think we utilised it that much.
Well, we went to the ride that we wanted to go to first. We went to Peter Pan one day. We went to Crush, which like cut off 45 minutes of a queue.
Yeah, Crush was... Yeah,
and then one day we had to use it on breakfast, didn't we?
Yeah.
But that was fine. We went to Rock'n'Roller that day, didn't we? It was only a 5-minute wait, something like that, which wasn't a good idea straight after breakfast. But
oh no, yeah. But yeah, just make sure you get up and
use them, because
use them while you can.
In the hotels, like in Florida.
Yeah, it's only hotel park guests, so it was quite good to skip the line before everyone else came in.
Yeah. Number 8, if you're planning to buy a mug in Disneyland, which this is mine here, I got this in Paris. Tom got one with a T on it, mine's got a J on it. If you're planning to buy one, then you can buy in the hotels the little packs for your tea, coffee and biscuits and all that, and you get a cup, which is $7.
Yeah.
€7, sorry. But if you're planning to buy a mug, which are around 7 to 10 normally, just bring tea and hot chocolate with you, and then you can get milk from places in the park, because they don't have fridge milk, they have those UHT milks. So just take it back to your room and then use it.
Yeah.
Like, it costs the same amount, but you're getting more than one.
Yeah.
So if you're planning to buy a mug and you see one that you like, just get it on the first day and then use it.
Yeah, that's what we did. So it was quite good. Had tea every morning in a mug.
And night time we had hot chocolate sometimes.
Yeah. Number 9. This is a very specific one, but not many people, well, quite a few people know about it. Is what would you call it?
On the photo pass.
Photo pass, yeah, which I recommend getting. Which
before you go, it's cheaper
before
online.
you go, yeah. Would like some rides.
Well, in specifically Hyperspace Mountain.
Yeah, specifically Hyperspace Mountain. When you go on it, like obviously there's a little screen that shows your picture.
You get your picture,
and there's a little
inside.
code thing that you can type in.
And then you get all your photos off the
put
rides.
onto your photo pass. But if you do that, it will just be that photo.
And you'll have the people who are on the ride with you in your carriage.
Yeah, so we went round to like the kiosk. Would you call it a kiosk?
Yeah, because rather than just typing the number in ourselves, we went and everyone like scanned it for us, and it went on, because we had trouble with this, didn't we, when ours didn't work.
Oh yeah, sometimes the code doesn't work, but you can get the people to help you with it. But because we did that, we got like X-Wing pilots that cover up
the
people that aren't us, which...
So it was like we were in the back and then pilots were in the front.
Yeah, well, shall we post a picture of it?
Yeah, I'll put a picture up. Yeah, so it's really cool because they cover up the strangers in your pictures.
Yeah, it's just a little thing, but you could easily miss it.
Yeah.
And it only
takes...
takes...
go to the kiosk. Like, they did the same in Pirates.
It takes no time.
Pirates, they zoomed in on us on the ship.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, they did it.
So just go to the people, like the last tip, go to the cast members and they're really helpful.
Yeah, so they're quite good for blocking people that you might not want in. No offence to the strangers that we would have had in our photo, but you know.
Number 10 is a really simple one, but on rainy months, like when you know it's going to be rainy, take thermals, 1 because it's going to be cold, and then 2, take a raincoat. As much as it's going to be bulky and you're going to have to carry it around when it's not raining, it means that you can actually do things like meet characters and things in the rain. Yeah. Like the characters are undercover, so it's just a queue that you're in the rain. So if you've got a hood, you can stand in the queue. When everyone else runs away for shelter, you'll basically go to the front of the queue. Yeah, we
met Goofy within minutes because.
And Genie when it started raining.
And Genie, yeah, because not many people, because it was a little. Sometimes it was sunny, sometimes it was rainy.
Yeah, it was half and half. So
not everyone had their coat, so obviously people were
we went straight to the front.
Just ran away
basically.
And didn't line up, but we were just
at the front of the queue.
At the front because we had coats and we weren't that bothered. Yeah. Number 11 is bring your own battery pack because there is no fuel rods. If you know what they are, you should do. If you
have been
to Disney World, there's no fuel rods, so definitely bring your own one because
battery pack,
for your phone and of course
anything that you need.
Just anything you need to charge on the go.
There's no like places to charge it. You'll have to go back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Or just have a big charge on your phone.
Yeah, and phones just don't survive these days, do they?
Okay, so number 12 is when you're planning to go out in the morning, so if you're planning to get to the gates for opening or extra magic hours when you're in the hotels, especially when you're not in the hotels, when you're coming from the train or from buses, make sure you plan an extra 5 to 10 minutes into your like morning plans to get there, because there is security to go through.
Yeah.
You've got bag checks and things like that to go through to get into the like Disney Village area bit, to where it's got Disney Village and then the doors to each park. They've got security to get into that area.
Yeah.
So that they check all your bags and things, and that queue can get quite long, especially at peak times. So when everyone's trying to get into the park.
It's barely a line. It's just a.
Yeah.
I was just
it
letting
doesn't
you
cut
know
away
that
from.
you have to get from A to B to C.
Yeah, like it doesn't take away from like being at Disney or anything. Like it literally takes 2 minutes, but
yeah,
it's fine. Yeah, just add some time onto your plans.
Yeah. Number 13 is book restaurants in advance, of course.
You can ring up. I can't remember. Is it 40 days?
I can't remember the numbers, but
we'll add it in. I'll add it in right here.
Yeah, but we rang up to book restaurants that we wanted to go to, and because of course if you went there, you'd have to might be full, and you'd have to wait for ages.
Yeah, but there's menus and everything on their website that you can look at, and you just ring up a number after you've like got all your plans written down in front of you. They'll just tell you time, so you can tell them the time you want, and then they'll say if it's available and where's the closest time to that.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Number 14, make sure you take more than 2 pairs of shoes, especially in winter months, because 1, they'll get wet, and 2, I found that I was wearing my comfiest pair of shoes. It wasn't raining or anything like that. I just wore them all day walking around, and when I got back to the hotel it was just nice to change my shoes. Like even if they were comfy and my feet didn't hurt, it just felt nice to have a different pair of shoes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially if they got wet, then you'd have to leave them to dry. You'd wear another pair, and then if they're wet as well, then you'd have to go back to your first wet pair. So I'd recommend, we took 3 pairs each, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, different types, like some Vans, some trainers, and then just your comfy shoes that you like wearing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you took some high tops and some shorter shoes, didn't you?
Can't remember, but they were comfy types. And
like rainproof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's in the summer, I'd say take some sandals, some flip-flops, and then a pair of like trainer shoes, because you do a lot of walking.
And last one, number 15, is pack light when you're going to the parks, because there's no lockers at the rides.
Yeah, so like in UK parks, you can go onto the ride, as if you're going to go straight off the ride, there should be lockers on the other side. You put your bag in that and then get on normally. And in Florida there's sometimes lockers before you go onto the rides, but you put in and then go queue up for it. There's nothing in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, so always pack just light, because
like, don't put everything that you need unless you're willing to take that bag onto every ride that you want to go on with you.
Yeah, so...
Or leave someone behind holding bags.
Yeah, which I guess is a...
It wasn't good for us.
We wanted to go on the rides together, so...
Yeah, we just had water bottles, charger, shoes and a jumper.
And your money.
Yeah, your money, and then plasters and things like that. But not a lot. So we had a bag each, pair of shoes on the bottom, a jumper, your power pack in yours, water bottle in each, and then some plasters and things in mine.
Yeah.
And that's all we had, literally, because we had our dining tokens that we were using just for that day with us.
Yeah.
And then that was it. So
bring as little as you can to the parks because of that.
Like Rock and Roller, because we knew that was the only ride that we were going to go on that goes upside down, we wore it on our back when we were on the ride. Yeah. Because there was like nothing in there. And everything was squishy, and it was a jumper, so it was comfy, so it just squished against our back. So yeah, it was comfortable enough. Comfortable as it can be wearing a bag on a ride, but... And
it's just good for not having a heavy bag, and if you want to buy anything whilst you're there, you then have space. Though I think you can send it to our room, but
I'm not too sure.
We don't know about that. You can in Disney World, but Paris.
This is a video about Disneyland Paris.
So I'm sure you can. Like, it's got to be a universal thing, but you know, yeah, that's it.
But yeah, that was all 15 of our tips for Disneyland Paris, wintry time, but sometimes all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Most of them were for the time that we went, because that's the time that we went. But I feel like most of them you can use at any time that you're going, so I hope they come useful and help you with your planning your trip if you are going. If you are going, please leave in the comments how long it is until you go your countdown. Our countdown now for Florida is 100 days tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yay, exciting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still a long way till we can book stuff, but
for you, when you're watching this, it will be 93 days.
Way.
Exciting.
Yep.
Because we're filming this week before it goes out, so.
Yep.
But yes, I hope your planning is going very well and you are very looking forward to going on your trip.
Ooh.
I wish you all the best and hope it doesn't rain for you.
Yep.
But yes, thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you liked this video, and we will see you soon. Bye!
Bye.